Guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution Tarot, and I'm here today to bring you a monthly message for the sign of Cancer for November 2022. Keep in mind it's general, so take what you feel resonates for you, disregard the rest, go about your day, and know that no matter what messages come through, it's still up to you and your active free will, my friends, the choices you make, the steps you take, and how you go about getting the fulfillment you'd like to see. To me, this is personal freedom, it's personal power, and it's something that lies at the tips of your fingers and the soles of your feet, so use this power to do wisely. For all my subscribers, I love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being here. You guys mean the world to me. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. If you feel like this resonates and you'd like to see more, please hit subscribe. Join the journey with me. I'd love to have you along the ride. So before I do get into the cards today, I'm just going to take a moment to call in Spirit and ask Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, my team of light, any of your spirit guides or my spirit guides that would be here for the highest good of the entire collective. I ask them to join us now. I ask them to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you who would ask for it, as well as to use me as the clearest channel possible, delivering messages that are for the most far-reaching, but only for the highest good. No second-rate messages, just top shelf today. So before I go into tarot, I have the messages from Life Oracle by Mario Duque. We're just going to get a little spiritual advice. Now we are at the end of November, but this is just when the message is coming through. So take it when and how it applies to you. And again, if it's not for you, don't make it fit your situation, my friends. So, Spirit, what messages would you have for the sign of Cancer for November 2022? Thank you. Okay, so 3 cards flipped, 4 cards. 2 in the deck, and 2 fell down here. So also they want me to show you the bottom of the deck, which is attaining peace, and we're going to keep this. And I think that this is going to be pretty well your overarching and overall energy is what do we want this month or going forward? We're really focusing on attaining peace. So I am a Cancer, Gemini Cancer cusper. So just being clear, sometimes I definitely feel the Cancer energy as well. So it says, attaining peace. I look within myself and stop blaming the outside world for my misfortunes. Through my searching and my efforts to gain purity, I transform myself. The material riches that I have acquired are not important. The riches that I will discover within myself are all that matter. Step by step in my spiritual quest, I free myself, I rise higher, and I attain true inner peace. And this is really important to remember that stairway to inner peace, it's step by step. And don't worry if you think you're becoming a lot more peaceful and happy, and then all of a sudden Spirit's like, boom, we're going to knock it down a step or 2. It's just because either what I heard is there's a lesson we need to relearn or revisit. I'm just going to get a drink. Just 1 second, guys. Okay, I am back. So I want to read to you 2 that fell out, which is my creative power. I recognize the power of my thoughts. Do I use these thoughts to build or destroy? I choose to create my universe filled with and surrounded by joy and harmony. I will maintain a positive attitude and let no one or nothing discourage me. I create love and peace. And this is really definitely important on this path to attaining peace. We're creating it. So if there are people around us trying to discourage us, trying to knock us off our path or anything like that, it's up to us to go, no. I'm the light. I'm not going to absorb your gray shit. I'm not going to absorb your negativity. You keep that to yourself. So this is where what I heard is this may be really important, where we're going to have to keep our vibration high. For some of you, what I heard is, especially coming to the holiday season, if we are being around more difficult people, I'm going to put that in quotations, or negative people, or if we're experiencing difficult situations within our world, like I definitely, when I started this, kind of heard like there could be trouble, family shit, and I have the Lord of the Rings tarot here, and the 9 of Wands kind of came out, which to me is about, hardships. So there could be a lot going on, and this is important to remember. That's their energy. That's not yours, and you don't have to absorb it. You don't have to take it on as your own. Their problems, we can try and help, but I'm being reminded of that. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And this is where, if you have someone around you, what I heard is there could be manipulation tactics as well, of constantly being in need of you, but not actually ever following your advice. This is going to drain the fuck out of you. Sorry for my language, but that's the words exactly. Shit. Also, it's going to drain you. And this is going to be important for you to go, no, no, no. I cannot allow this to happen anymore. So Spirit's also saying be pretty aware of where and who you're around. If I heard also vulnerability is important as well. Are there people around you that welcome your shine, who welcome your light? Are there people around you who your light is destroying their darkness and they just can't have it? Are there people around you trying to destroy you? Are there people around you depleting you? How do you feel around certain groups of people? Do you feel energized and joyful and happy when you leave? Or do you feel down in the dumps and sad and kind of just like you need a nap? Because this is where Spirit's telling me, cut those energetic ties. They're not helping, and it's not worth it for you to feel so depleted. And also what I heard is, not for all of you, but you may have a sociopath in your circle or in your family, or a narcissist, somebody who is hell-bent on destroying you. And here's where the best revenge is your glow-up. So the message with I am the light is, the light is within me, the light is around me, the light protects me. So before I read the rest, this is calling in Spirit, asking them like I did at the beginning. Call on Archangel Michael. Say, Archangel Michael, please surround me with this big bubble of light. Put your sword through it. Know that nobody can pull that sword but you. It says, regardless of the negativity I may encounter, I remain joyful and shine forth in all my splendor. With my light, I illuminate those around me. I am worthy of the divine within me. And what I heard this is coming back to that vulnerableness about not dimming your light just because someone else refuses to see your shine or it makes them uncomfortable. Stay true to you. Stay true in that loving nature. So we have together in the light here. It says, I see others exactly who and where they are supposed to be. They are in the perfect place to contribute to my own personal growth. Each emotional reaction may cause in me a gift from their soul, given to me out of love to help free me of my conflicts. I work and look at myself without seeking to blame others, thus I become one with divine in us, in us all of us. Sorry. The thing is with that as well is the more we heal ourselves, I think the more we're going to be aware of emotional manipulation tactics, as well as they're bringing an example of lies. There could be someone around you who the fact that you have peace, it completely destroys their soul. It's burdening them because they're not focusing on their healing. They're not focusing on their life. And this is where, again, you are the light along this. So you have the power to choose on what you're going to pay attention to. And what I heard is a few things. One is no contact. If you do have somebody who is hell-bent on destroying you and you know this, you do not have to talk to them. If you feel like you do, this is minimal contact, as well as to know that you're shielding up while you're going in there and you are not taking anything this person is saying to heart. So the last message that's come through here with this particular deck is dance to the rhythm of life. Today I just rediscover the joy in my heart. I cease to cling to things I do not need, to things I do not have, and to things that I am not. I no longer struggle against life or simply endure it. I regain a positive attitude. I appreciate and accept life as it is. I live according to the will of God and see the magic of love everywhere. And this is also, you know what? For those people that we may label difficult people in our worlds or difficult relationships in the world, we can still see the light in them, even if it's hidden in darkness. But for our own protection, we need to say, it's okay. We all have light, but I don't need to stare at yours. I don't need to feed whatever this is. So they're bringing like narcissists too, right? Where you could be a relatively good source of supply through all of your love, right? Your light could be an amazing source of supply. And what they're saying is stay clear of users, abusers, and manipulators. So I have before I get into tarot, I have the Keepers of the Light Oracle here. And I want to ask what Ascended Masters are here with us. And this is wonderful with Sanat Kumara with light activation. So one thing I'm hearing is you may want to call on Sanat Kumara throughout this. Throughout using your light, because his message here says, shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. Don't stop on the path that you're on throughout this illumination. Everything you're doing, it's going towards your peace. Now, what I did here is some of us may be struggling with this, but a lot of that is due to outside influences. So you, again, like I said, you could have been a really great supply to someone. Whether you boosted their ego, whether, you did things for them, whether you supplied them with wonderful, beautiful, harmonious love, whatever it is, stay in the light through all of this, and remember not to allow this gray energy to penetrate into your aura, to penetrate into your energetic field. Because Spirit is very, very strong right now that you are the light, and it's important. Things are activating you right now, and it's also important throughout this to know that what I heard is your soul is going through lessons, or has already gone through lessons, so that you're more able to see now not only the light within others, but that darkness as well. So whereas other times potentially there could have been things happening where we took it personally, and now we're like, no, it's not my stuff, which makes it a whole lot easier to kind of get out. I heard backtrack or bow out gracefully from a situation that no longer resonates for you in this frequency and the vibration you need to be on. The bottom of the deck here was Hilarion, and this is also important too because this is divine healing, right? What I also heard is you need to feel it to heal it. That is true, but it doesn't mean that we have to stay in this energy. We could be kind of also what I heard, it's not for everyone, but for some of you, what I heard is you may want to invest in some bronzite because it actually sends back psychic attack, or you could smoky quartz. They're telling me snowflake obsidian as well, or even just black obsidian, black onyx, something to kind of absorb and cleanse the negativity around you. Because for some of you, I do feel like someone around you, especially if it's been this sociopath who's really tried to create drama and badmouth you, what I heard is, and not only tried to manipulate you, but manipulate other people into believing these horrible lies about you. What they're saying on that, they just took it away. They took it away. But in terms of that particular person, the more you heal, the less they can get to you, okay? So not to take that stuff to heart. So this divine healing says, honor your sensitivity. Retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. And where I was saying with you have to feel it to heal it. Sure, if somebody said something that breaks you and that hurts you and you've had an emotional reaction, it is important to use that empowered vulnerability to say, okay, this hurt me. But take it, sit with it, go, why? Why did it hurt me? Who did it come from? So, for example, oh my gosh, they're using like a really, okay, this isn't nice, but they're using the term fat, okay? I'm not sure how many of you have been called fat, but in my life I've been called fat a few times. In a more vulnerable state, this particular epithet may have hurt me, right? May have really destroyed my self-worth. In this particular stage in my life, I would say, is that all you got? Come on, you can do better than that, right? Because this is a low blow, and this is where it's like, if just as the example, for some of us we may really be healing, for some of us we may have been fat shamed, and this is stuff where it's like, if someone's going to come at you with something like you're fat, it's just because they're trying to hurt you, and this is where you can see it and go, okay, where did this come from, right? Is this true? Even if you feel like you're a bit chunkier than, you would like to be, we're not all fat. We have fat, but we are not fat. And this is where, think of all the things that you are. Do not allow whatever epithets, or this is a control tactic as well as what I heard. Don't allow that to step in your way. And as well as I feel like there may be certain things or words or triggers that in the past would have kind of, what I heard is really triggered you, maybe made you go nuts. And depending on the person that's doing this, they're hoping for that reactive response, right? They're hoping to touch a nerve. And this one thing I heard in terms of those people is stonewall them They don't need to see that what they said hurt you. They like that. So this is where it's like, you know what? Try and stonewall them. Go no contact as much as you can. We have the Knight of Wands that's come out here. What I heard is this is about taking your time and choosing a direction. Just because we have something to say or something to do or we've been triggered doesn't mean we have to fly off the handle, right? Because this Knight's pretty quick moving. It is the Knight of Wands. It is a very passionate card. I think that it's really important, though, here that he's not jumping up. He's sitting down because we're going to allow our thought process to go through before we decide on how we're going to act. So what I heard is, yeah, act accordingly. Spirit, can you tell me more about this Knight of Wands, please? For the sign of Cancer. Okay, so that one wanted to flip. I've got 4 on the table. We have the Devil in reverse, and this is actually wonderful to see, this energy in the reverse, because it also means we're not buying into this bullshit that's trying to derail us. This could be a lot of different things. This could be addictions as well. This could be negative self-talk. This would be anything that you are allowing into your world that's taking your crown from you, because, my friends, you are a king, you are a queen, and we're well on the way to that, going towards this. This is our action space, right? That free will that you have, that divine within you, it really says stop and ponder, because what would you like to see grow? If you look at this tree, it looks like it's kind of been cut down, yet it is still growing. And I think that that's important as well, as here's what I heard, is to focus on our growth. We have the 2 of Cups. It looks like it was in reverse. We have the 2 of Rings that look like it was in reverse. I'm going to flip thumbs up. For some of you as well, this isn't everyone, but for some of you, the person that, or the energy, or the group of people that I was picking up on, this person or group of people, like I said, they wanted to rock their stability. So they may have messed with your love life. They may have messed with your financial situations in the past. And this is, again, they're hoping to manipulate you. What I also heard is people like this that are looking for that reactive response and are looking for you to fly off the handle. This is remain calm. Steadfast as well as what I heard, but remaining calm, because this is going to be a real choice. You can see now going, okay, I'm going to take my time. You've tried to hurt me. You've tried to disrupt my life and mess things up for me. Do I want this energy in my life? It's a decision we have to make, right? There could be, again, why both of these are in the reverse to me could be because we're taking it slow, right? We're seeing where our growth leads us, as well as for some of us, what I heard is we have the 8 of Wands in the reverse here and the Page of Rings. So the 8 of Wands reverse. Again, this could be withholding communication, not traveling towards to see this, because we're finally realizing that we are the holders and the keepers of our destiny. Just because someone's family, just because we, what I also heard have been manipulated before or have kind of been codependent before, because this also speaks of codependency, right? Kind of putting the values and beliefs of other people over ourselves. There's a lot of choices happening now, and I feel like this is going, hell no. I hold the ring. I choose how to go forward. I choose my growth. They want me to read to you a little bit from the Page of Rings, and I'm going to do that for you right now. Let's grab Page of Rings from this book, and I'll hold it up for you. It says, the most action-oriented of the Ents, but while he's action-oriented, he's strong and he's stable, and he's went through these mountains of growth. So it says, Quickbeam mirrors the Page of Rings with his decisive mind. Similarly, you know what you want, and you are ready to make it happen. With vigilance comes victory, but you must be prepared to work at your fullest potential. And they're also asking me to check out the Knight of Wands here. So we have the Knight of Wands. Says, just as Tom provided the fellowship with much needed respite The Knight of Wands asks you to join him at his feast. In tarot, all knights are on a quest. This knight is pursuing grand ideas, generating the sort of charisma and magnetism that make people want to ride alongside. He represents the rush of inspiration, the exhilaration of heading into danger without a plan, charged ahead with confidence. It may be a sign that you should pursue your latest idea, or, depending on the other cards in the reading, a warning against being too impetuous, which we have this here, right? We want to move forward stable. I do feel like, Cancer, you guys are very, very entrepreneurial, I guess is the word I heard, but you are an inspiration to many people. You have followers. These people are going to, what I heard is, follow you into the light. They're singing a song in my head, that Death Cab for Cutie, I'll follow you into the dark. It's kind of a pretty melancholy song, but you have people here willing to follow you into the dark, but it's important that you lead them into the light. It is also important that you remain steadfast in who you allow into your circle. Again, like I said earlier, really noticing on when we're spending time with people, how do I feel? Do I feel heartbroken? Do I feel like lost and forlorn? Do I feel like I have enough? Do I feel depleted? For many of you with this is definitely no contact. For some of you, what I heard is with Christmas coming up or something like that, there is absolutely nothing that says you have to see this person or these people, that you have to travel, because this is in the reverse. Either that, or this is again saying, not so fast, my friends. What I heard is, not so fast, my dears. Not so fast, darling. Take your time. Build it slow so that you know you're doing this for the right reasons. Not because you feel like you're being browbeat or manipulated into something. So give me some more information about this Eight of Wands in the reverse, please, Spirit. Thank you. And they flipped another one out, which is Death in the reverse. And the bottom is the Knight of Cups in the reverse. We're going to flip it over. And we have the Seven of Rings, because we're making choices. Again, this may be slow. This could be a block to something and that we know we need to let go of. But I also feel like, because the things that are coming out of here are intertwined, this is something that, for some of you, I feel like it may not be solely your decision. This may be decisions that you're making within partnership. Both of these, to me, speak of partnership, because you have two rings here. This, to me, now is speaking of monogamous partnership for sure. And there could be, like just an example, could be somebody wanting to bring it into more of a open kind of thing, and this is like, I don't know if I can do that, right? And this is again like the kind of thing, don't be browbeat into that. So I do feel like you're being smart about the way you're going about the changes that need to happen, because you know you're on a healing journey. This road is long and windy, and what I heard is that in the reverse, it's okay to take a step back. The Knight of Cups being at the bottom, they also showed me the Seven of Swords here. This Knight of Swords with the Hangman underneath as well, and the Six of Cups, and that's the last one they want me to show you. This is really saying you get to make those decisions on how you move forward in love, and what I also heard is how we show people love. And if the people around us aren't giving us love, this is our cue to stand up and say, peace out. See you later. I got bigger fish to fry. I got my own healing to do. And again, no matter what happens throughout this, not allowing this darkness to tear you down. That even through transformation, and this death card is showing up, it's like, you know what? Mount Doom. Even though Mount Doom is here, take those breaks along that. And you don't have to fall into the sort of doom or gloom kind of prophecy. So I have the Sacred Self-Care Oracle here as some advice for yourself moving forward. Here is definitely music. You see the drums, I'm very guided to this. For some of you, the sound therapy is how you're going to help move through this. And you see from the darkness to the light, staying within balance. Listen to the music you like. Some of you may want to write songs. This could be also writing poetry and putting music to it. This could be affirmations, and while you're drumming, or maybe you play guitar, maybe you're just singing. Whatever it is, vibration is important right now. So they're giving me examples of like healing frequencies. You can go on YouTube and look up, like they said, 432 hertz and 7 something. You may want to look up, but just on focusing on positivity and being very conscious and aware of while we're doing this, because drumming, music, this can be meditation. For some of you, you're getting music synchronicities and you're getting information while you're listening to this music. But for others of you, this is definitely sound therapy, and being very, very intent on, as we do this drum, we're asking Spirit to help clear our aura and to bring more light to our life and more healing. So I also want to show you the bottom, which is time alone. We have sweet tooth on the bottom as well, or sweet treat. Now this is not necessarily that we're going to spend a bunch of time alone eating bonbons and getting out of shape, but this is, it's okay to indulge in something that stimulates your taste buds. As well as with this alone time, what I heard is processing. Many of you, because there's a lot of changes happening, healing happening, and for us to stay in the light, we have moved through a lot of shadow work. Spirit's like, you may need to spend a lot of time alone right now just to collect your thoughts and to make sure that you are in the highest vibration. So they're showing me water and crystals here and focusing on our emotions, focusing on healing. But you see that she's above water and she's also protected here. That's a number 2. I make time to focus on myself. So for a journaling prompt here, it says, how does having alone time make you feel? What emotions and memories come up for you when you're alone? For some of you, this is when you're alone, turn on the music. If you don't like feeling lonely, that might help. For a lot of us, I think, before we hit this healing journey, some of you may have real trouble being alone. Because what I heard is you could have alone with your thoughts, or you've just been surrounded by people so much it feels weird. And society really has put a negative spin on spending alone time. And this is like, no, you need it to recharge and to make the most clear decisions that are right for you and to stay in your light, my friends. So this is the message I have. Remember, you get to choose how you experience love, who gets access to you. And if we have people in our worlds who are trying to create a reactive response from us, you lead by example, my friends. Take a few steps back, breathe in and go, how would I like to proceed in a grounded way? That's the message I have. I truly hope it resonated. I love you all, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.